Hey, everybody. Welcome to Module 7. Congratulations, we made it. My name is Megan Leroy, and this week we are talking about, the trends and the future direction of workforce development. Before jumping into that, I think it's important that I share, my understanding of workforce development now that we're at the end of this course. So workforce development is something that focuses on the connection between organizations, between the education system and the government. Uh, and it all comes back to impacting the individual's ability to grow their skills and be successful in the workplace. Uh, it may seem a little small minded, but I am of the mindset that change always begins at home. The world is going to constantly be evolving and changing. That's just not going to stop. And I think it's important that we, take the lessons that we've learned throughout this course, including things like the social impacts of economic class, gender, and race, and implement those as individuals in our own personal lives and as well as in our companies and in our communities. Taking this approach reminds me of a question that my boss asks all the time. When we have a large project on hand, how do you eat an elephant? Just one bite at a time. So taking small little bites out of this large program, it's a better way, in my opinion, to implement change across the board. Um, the trends of technology and lifelong learning is only going to continue to impact the world as it continues to evolve. So, shouldn't it stand to reason then that our workforce development policies should continue to evolve as well? Just thinking about the impact of the baby boomers, we're losing such a large piece of our workforce. And if companies, organizations, the government, workforce development programs as a whole are not making changes to keep these folks on, for longer periods of time, then in my opinion, there's going to be a huge downfall in the success of some of these companies. You have to think about all the years of experience and knowledge that is and already has started to walk out the door. Um, I know in some reading for my final paper, the uh, annotated bibliography, my focus is on the aging workforce, and I've read that some companies are starting to implement changes. They are allowing for kind of like a buddy system for older workers and younger workers to come together. They are allowing for part-time work, anything that they can do to keep some of that knowledge and skills on board. And I think that's fantastic. I'd hate to see what would happen if all the people that knew what was going on in all the companies just disappeared. And I think about those individuals that are just getting ready to enter the workforce. College, traditional college path may not be the best route for them. It may not be a route that they can afford. It may not be a route that they feel that they'll be successful in. So, going to college isn't for everyone. And I think that for me, that was my path that I chose. But my brothers, for example, they didn't. And I know that they are struggling to, provide for themselves and their families. And I believe that we need to do better at providing alternative pathways for individuals to find successful careers so they can continue to be, positive contributing members to society.